how to guarantee, and I mean guarantee yourself, a successful 2024 in 5 actionable steps. Hi, I'm Matt Giggs and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, if you don't know me already, I am an estate agent of over 28 years and I've made the habit of achieving goals. By the way, I've equally made the habit of missing goals too over the last 28 years. So what I've done is I've formulated a method, a way which has become probably more natural to me, more real. You know, you see all of these wonderful YouTube videos from loads of people that are talking about how to get to here, how to guarantee this, a bit like what I'm saying, except they haven't necessarily done it. And I think what you've got to make sure is that the steps that you take are achievable steps that you can implement and take away now. So keep watching. I look forward to sharing more. So who am I? Well, I'm Matt Giggs. I've been an estate agent for over 28 years and I now run the Giggs Group. I've been involved in estate agency from trainee, T-boy, junior, to MD, to business owner, to entrepreneur, to founder, over £1 billion worth of property sales. Now, I'm not bragging. What I'm trying to say to you is some of what I'm going to talk about next has absolutely worked for me and it will work for you. This structure isn't just for estate agents. These 5 steps that I'm going to share with you are going to help you to guarantee your success in the next 12 months. So let's get on with the video. So step 1 is a real vision. Now we're talking about 1 year. And sometimes I think we can absolutely pile the pressure on ourselves to achieve too much in too short a space of time. So here's the real part, a real vision. Where do you need to be in 12 months from now? Okay? If you were to end 2024 and write down where you need to be, what does that actually look like? What's your vision of where you are a year from now? Now that's really an open question because from your perspective, we end up piling pressure onto ourselves, which I know some people say pressure's a privilege and all of that. That's fine, absolutely. During the journey, pressure is a privilege, but I'm telling you right now, there's a lot that you can achieve in 12 months, but there's a lot more you can achieve in 5 and 10 years. So be more realistic, okay? Be realistic about where you want to be 12 months from now. And it's important. And let me share with you what I talk about with myself, what goes on inside my mind. So when I goal set and I guarantee my success across a year, I don't shoot beyond the stars, right? I need to know that where I'm going to be is going to be a really great place in a year's time. What does that actually look like? Where do the financials need to be? Where do I need to be personally, mentally, fitness, physically? What do I need to look like in terms of how realistic is it for me to be in this position a year from now? Now that vision is all part of you starting this process. So think about yourself right now. You're listening to this video and you're thinking, okay, that's great. I mean, guys, how quickly does a year go? Okay, it will just fly by. And if I'm honest, sometimes I wonder where the years actually go. So it's really important to take time out, look at where you want to be 12 months from now and understand the journey that you're just about to go on. So if you want to guarantee success in 2024, what does success actually look like a year from now? I want you to know, I want you to believe in it. I want you to know that it's real. It's not just something that you want to tell your friends and in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you're already miles behind that curve. You need to think about this upward trajectory throughout the year. So when you see yourself in 6 months, you know you are on track. One of the things about having a vision is that's the bit that excites you. That's the bit that makes you feel, right, okay, I feel that that's achievable. I know that that can be absolutely nailed on. And by the end of this year, if I'm in that position, I'm going to feel really happy. So really get clear about what it is that you want to be, where you want to look, feel, what your financials are, whatever this goal about success you're attaching it to, you've got the vision in mind first. Get that vision clear first. That's the step 1. So step 2 is have a real mindset. And why I say a real mindset is because we are bombarded day in, day out by negativity, poison, bullshit, distractions. You've got to have a real mindset around this. And what I mean by real is the fact that you don't give yourself a hard time. If you get caught up in the bullshit that goes on around you. Yes, protect your mind. Yes, understand that those things are going to get in the way of you reaching your goals. But what sort of things help you to build a real mindset? This is about your personal development, right? This is about you taking responsibility and absolutely developing resilience. You're going to have challenges over the next 12 months. What are those challenges? What are the things that you're going to be faced with in the next 12 months? What were you faced with in the last 12 months? I want you to write those things down, because as far as I'm concerned, you're going to learn from the last 12 months to propel you forward in the next 12 months. What I don't want you to say it's going to be sunshine, roses and flowers. It's not. We're in an economy that requires resilience and responsibility. Resilience is knowing that you're going to go through the pressure, you're going to suck it up, swallow it up, embrace it, and you're going to learn from it to move forward. Responsibility is to own everything. So your mindset has to be bulletproof. And those two areas are the areas that become choices. You can choose to blame, or you can take responsibility. You can choose to ignore the past challenges and look at how badly you dealt with some things and how well you dealt with others, or you can look back and go, right, okay, what I did there worked for me. What I did there didn't work for me. That doesn't serve me, that does serve me. So this realistic mindset is about how do you protect that mind of yours? What do you do when you wake up every single day? If you reach for your phone, does that give you energy? If you reach for your phone, do you go scrolling, listening to the news, getting caught up in negativity, or does it actually stop you from building your day? Because I believe these are parts of your habits. This mindset that we're talking about is about developing your mind to achieve more. So you've got to learn. Take responsibility and build that resilience. For me, a real mindset is understanding that you've got all this stuff going on around you, but you can cut through to take responsibility and be resilient. So learn from the past, look at the challenges ahead. What are you going to do when those things come your way? Be prepared. There's a guy called Sir Clive Woodward. I think he had a saying called teacup, think correctly under pressure, when they won the World Cup. They planned the most challenging moments in the matches. So when those challenging moments arrived, they knew straight away how to react, how to set that play and move forward. You've got the benefit of hindsight, but foresight is so much greater. Use that foresight to build your mindset. Your mindset is the key to your year being a success. Protect it, give it energy, move forward. Number 3, focus. How distracting is this world right now? Doom scrolling, for fuck's sake. How many hours do we lose a day? How many hours do we trade up when we think, oh my God, I haven't got time? The amount of clients that I coach and they say to me, I just didn't have time. Not anymore. Because I'm telling you, right at the start of working together, if you come up with that bullshit, I'm going to say to you, what's your screen time? How much time are you spending scrolling rather than doing? So focus is key. Now I appreciate, I'm not expecting you to sit there and have 8 hours of focus on a certain thing that you need to do every day, but at least an hour, right? There's going to be something that you can do every day that's going to help you to reach your goal. So if it's a fitness goal, if it's a business goal, you'll know there's something that will help you if you stay focused. So one of the clients who's improved his business no end in the last 12 months with me, he understood 12 months ago that his main focus had to be in conversation with his clients. He had to dedicate time every single day to have meaningful conversations. Now, if you think he set himself a goal, a financial goal, that financial goal has been exceeded, and that one thing that's really made the difference for him has been the fact that for 5 hours a week, imagine that, 5 hours a week, he set time aside to give value, have great conversations, and literally change the world for his clients, change their perspective, educate them. But he dedicated himself to that. If I went back to his previous year, he identified that he wasn't doing that. He was getting caught up in bullshit, distractions, getting moved away from the thing that was going to be the very thing that helped him to create his journey forward. So being focused is step 3. And what you need to understand about step 3 is that your focus has to be managed. It has to be prioritized. It has to be diarized. You think about it, right? How easy is it to fall away from the things that we need to do? Why? Is scrolling and looking through menu options at a restaurant or looking at all these funny TikTok videos going to help you to reach your goals? Absolutely not. I'm not saying you can't do it. There's nothing wrong with having some downtime. But if your goal's that important, and this vision of where you want to be in a year is really important to you, there's going to be one main thing that's going to drive you towards it. That's why I'm saying real focus. Yeah, there's loads of other things that we can put into a plan, but a real focus is knowing what's that one thing that I can't give up. Like the guy that I just described to you. For me this year, my main focus was creating video content because I knew where I wanted to get to, I knew what I needed to do, and I knew what my one thing was going to be to get there. And I have done so much more on video in the last 12 months. And I'm telling you, it's brought on more followers, it's brought on more clients, it's brought on more opportunities for me to speak at more events. And what I'm saying to you right now is that we're all in a position where we want to achieve things, otherwise you would not be watching this video. So stay focused, stay on track, know what it is, commit to it, and make that the minimum amount of time that you need to work on that every single day, week, month, year. So, step 4. This is a really important one that I think I've probably slipped on over the last 10 years here and there, and that's get real support. You know, people that have been on the journey, got to the place where you want to go. Who are they? Who are you inspired by? Who are the people that you need to reach out to that are achieving the goals that you want to achieve? Because they're the people that you need the support from. They're the people that are going to be really honest with you, and they're the people that are going to hold you accountable. Because if you're an achiever and you're someone that absolutely wants to move forward and you know exactly where you want to go, it's because you've probably got someone in mind. There'll be someone on that in that mind of yours that you've been inspired by or influenced by, and I'm telling you now, hire that person. Get that support. Because I'm telling you now, if you think you're just going to do this on your own, you're nuts, right? Here's an example. 9 years ago, I hired a fitness coach, strength and conditioning coach called Steve, right? Now, Steve, I approached Steve on Instagram or one of those, I think it was Facebook actually at the time. I wasn't on Instagram back then. And it was only because I saw him in a car park. I was 17 stone and I was like, man, I really love what you do. I think it's great and da-da-da-da-da-da. He was like, yeah. And I said to him, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to come and do some of this work with you. And he told me years later, he goes, I thought you were taking the piss. I didn't think you were going to actually reach out. But I did. Because I looked at Steve. He's about 4 or 5 years older than me. And he looks incredible. He looks after himself, his mind, his body. And what it made me think is that particular goal of mine was I want to be in that position, you know? I don't want to feel like I can't even walk up the stairs without using my inhaler, my asthma pump, or I can't walk to the park with the kids because I can't be asked, right? I absolutely knew at that moment that I needed someone who had been there to help me to get there. I needed someone that inspired me. We all take advice, don't we? Relationship advice from someone who's split up with several different partners over the years, or, you know, business advice from the guy in the pub who's working for someone who's been in the same job for 25 years. I'm being honest with you guys. You've got to seek out people probably outside of your network. You know, get support from real people who are achieving real success in the field that you want to go on. I'm telling you now, right there, write the names down. Go and find them. And if you reach out to 5 of them, I guarantee one of them will be there for you. Okay? And don't want it for free. That's my final little point on that. Pay for it. You'll value it a lot more, believe me. Number 5. This is the bit that takes away the dreamers from the doers. It's called real structure and consistency. You know, there's loads of people that will watch this video and they'll get to this point and they may be thinking, yeah, I'm going to go out and do this. This is going to happen. I'm going to stay focused. I know my vision. I'm ready to go. Yeah, this is going to be me this year. And 2 weeks down the road, they've forgotten all about it. Why? They didn't plan their commitments. You've got to commit to your commitments. Your word is your bond. If you say you're going to do something, freaking well do it and make sure it's absolutely in your calendar. My phone has absolutely what I need in it. It tells me when I'm doing the things that I need to do. And I mentioned to you in my earlier video that I know my one thing, the thing that I need to be doing to get me consistency towards the results that I want to achieve. Because yeah, there's going to be loads of things that we need to do, but there's normally one thing that will help you to create that momentum. So this final one is about getting the structure and the consistency right. So I'll give you that example again. The client that's absolutely smashed it out of the park where others have absolutely smashed their businesses into the ground, right? He just said, I'm going to be in conversation. I'm going to be in 5 times more conversations next year than I was in the previous year. And being in those conversations was easy to manage. He put time aside in his diary every single day to have those conversations. And when he missed those days, he replaced that time in other places, but he always made the time back because he knew, just like on my fitness journey, where he wanted to go, where he wanted to end up. He knew why he needed to do it. And then he laid out these simple steps that I'm sharing with you now. This is not about having a 10-hour coaching session and giving you loads of guides to take away for you not to fill out, right? I'm giving you the ease of clarity. Make these things simple so they stick. So the structure. I'm saying to you, most people work, if they're self-employed, 20 hours a day. If you're employed, maybe less, right? But I'm asking you to dedicate 1 hour to that consistent thing that you need to do. So that structure's in there. So if I go back to my fitness journey for the last 9 years, you know, my time, in my ability to do more grew more over time. So for example, what it first started with was 1 session a week for 3 months. Then it went to 2 sessions a week. Then 3 sessions a week. And now I train 4 or 5 times a week on average, just on average. And why is that? Because I know that that consistency is key and sustainable for me to achieve my goals on how I want to look, feel, and become. All right? So what I'm saying to you is follow these 5 steps. First of all, know your vision. Have it a real vision, an achievable vision. Have a real mindset, step 2. Have real focus in step 3. Make sure you get a real supporter, mentor, coach, someone that's been on that journey and they can help you to navigate there through accountability. And the final one is have the real structure. Otherwise, you're just building this goal and dream on sand. So 2024 is yours. You're going to make this happen. If you just stick to these 5 things, keep me posted, use the descriptions box, add comments, share your content, questions, challenges. I'll be there for you. Believe me, I will. But make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. I'm telling you, you just build this community together. We're going to help support each other to reach our goals. And we're all on this journey. 2024 has already started. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you on the other side.